Aquí ganando ahora el hijo del estaba sila legendary mayor Cesar C. Climaco de Zamboanga, si Dr. Cesar Climaco Jr. Well, ¿cuántos años sabi kita él na Estados Unidos y ahora aquí le dira na Zamboanga and kaya kita sabi kung Dr. Juni Doc, kung yung plano ahora aquí na Zamboanga?
Yes, I want to establish a medical practice. Kaya naman rehabilitate ang mga farms namin. Plan for Congress District 1.
District 1? Next year's election, Doc?
Si.
¿Por qué, Doc? What made you decide to run for Congress?
I've been coming to the Philippines prior, staying here for 1 month at a time. And what I hear is that there's so much corruption going on. So, last year I stayed 5 months and I decided to come back for good and see if I can help the good people of Zamboanga, maybe change.
Notwithstanding that you have your niece now as our congresswoman?
I know.
So, what is this? Climaco against Climaco? Because you belong to District 1?
If she runs, it's okay. If she doesn't run, I want her to run for me.
For me? Parang hindi sila pampangkaan.
Well, that's the plan.
What's about?
But I don't know her plans.
Why, you don't talk to each other?
Not much.
Ustedes, Cesar, tu tío di suyo.
First cousin.
Mam primo ulit. Mam primo, mo first cousin.
I'm not really privy to her plans. I would say maybe she has her plans and nobody really talks to me, so I really don't know.
Okay. So maski first cousins ustedes, hindi ustedes na magkwento? Por causa política, no?
And I think she had ectopic pregnancy and surgery, so she doesn't feel good and she's grieving the loss of her child. She told me that yesterday on this.
You talk to her?
No, just text.
Through text. Did you mention her your plan also for political in Zamboanga?
I would say the first time they heard about my political plans was about over a year ago. I told Cesar F I was going to run for District 1.
And then, what's her reaction?
Silence. From Cesar.
Tom?
Cesar. So I don't know.
Well, ito hijo di Nor Cesar Climaco. Cosa tiene contigo? Que puede sila, con Cesar Climaco, pwede sila mira aquí contigo ahora.
I don't understand the question.
Si Cesar, conocido pangmasa, ese ba, lleva tú na contigo, en tal caso el correcto?
Kasi pagmasa, because I don't really understand.
Ese, pangmasa tabla sila para con el gente.
No todo gente. Because they were telling me that the rap was for the people. Just for the people man también. So what is the difference?
Okay, cosa dito intention en tal caso correcto? Cosa tú quieres hacer en Zamboanga?
Well, maybe we want to change the climate. One is to have peace and order. Second, maybe cleanliness. It's very dirty
in Zamboanga.
One of the things I noticed walking downtown, I have to watch out so not step on the dog poop. I don't know if you noticed that.
You noticed that?
You walk downtown, mas buwan pa kang antes, bata yun. Avoid na kami, tayo di kabalyo, pasin pa mura. Medyo hindi pa mga kalesa, araw na yung ganit kalesa.
Yung granda ba ito dito, na Zamboanga?
Si.
Basta quanto anyo edad tu?
Desde aquí mga 23 years old.
23. Aquí tu estudian na Zamboanga?
Sí, estudian na City High School.
City High. Nag-grad na tu, na City High?
Yeah.
Cosa year?
Siguro 58.
1958. Kabari. On the 22 Medicina. Yeah, Kabar.
Pre-med Ateneo.
Zamboanga.
Sí.
Kabar.
Plus UP, University.
So, cosa tu? Field of medicine.
Antes, cirujano. Surgeon.
Surgeon. Okay.
Ahora, anti-aging.
You mean anti-age?
Well, as a difícil, most people age because their hormone levels go down. So that's what I was practicing, trying to build up their hormone levels. I keep them to visit, sa kanya mga lab test. Na check yung mga hormone. So I will just try to do it clinically. And also what we call functional medicine. Mucha gente va alter blood pressure.
Yeah.
We go to find out what's the cause of the blood pressure being high. Most of the time, hablar contigo doctor, ati, ano is the cause? Toma sa medicina. We try to find the cause. So we don't treat conditions, or condition high blood pressure. We treat the cause. So that's a big difference. Nearly all illnesses has a cause, and we try to treat them. So that's one of the, we call functional medicine. Sometimes some people call it anti-aging, because we try to make people live longer and not die young.
You made mention of peace and order and cleanliness, but this is the job of local officials, and you are aiming for congressional seat.
Well, I would say it's all related. As a local official, it's a peace and order. What is peace and order? Look, we try to diminish the killings and kidnappings. But I think if you also change the moral fabric a little bit, even just a little bit. Because I was told that nearly all government contracts, not all but nearly all, passing to the consul. I said the consulars get 10%, which I'm not so sure, but that's what everybody tells me. There's no proof. But you can see the proof in the lifestyles of the politicians. They get better. So maybe we have to change the perception of the public. It's business as usual. So, and you said that the peace and order is the job of the local officials. Many would say it's not their job, it's the police. The policemen will say, well, we don't have enough funds.
So they depend on
They don't have enough intelligence funds. So maybe it has to be looked into what can be done. Not just say, oh, it's the policeman's fault, and then something, oh, it's the politician's fault.
Sino ba ito experience, Doc, na politika, personally, o management of governance?
I think all those things are not important, because right now I think the governance is just how to get money in your pocket in order to be politicians. So I don't have experience in that. So tell me a politician who has experience.
You are now an outsider looking in.
Yes.
Okay, right? How will you rate the administration of Zamboanga under the mayor?
Well, I don't want to attack the mayor or the thing.
Honest opinion. Honest rating for me.
In a 1 to 10?
Yes.
I'd say less than 4.
Less than 4? Why is that so?
Huh?
Why though?
Well, because the city is dirty. And I just read in the Zamboanga Times that he's going to spend 100 million for water district improvement or something. So the first thing that comes to mind, generally 10%, 20%, but 30%. No, that's the first thing that comes to mind, because I've been hearing it for the last year. So whenever there's a government project, as a project built Kasi sir, mag-barangay hall. And the first thing that comes to mind, who cares about the barangay hall? Or 10%, 20%. And you see this school here? This school was then in Santa Maria, near the church. So they insisted that the school leave because the government will use the land for something more important.
Yeah.
Do you know what they put up there?
That police action center and the so-called elderly what center?
Yeah.
Yeah. And nobody's occupying it.
Well, the police department has a station just less than a kilometer away.
Right.
So why do you need another action center just maybe what, 3/4 of a kilometer? Siguro sa mga jog lang sila, talya sila in 5 minutes.
Siguro, una cosa.
Now, el otro cosa planta, 1.2 something million to replace the school for children. But these children are paying very little, you know. Para kasilya pa ng mga viejo. I mean, 1.2 million. So what comes to my mind? It's not the kasilya para the viejo. Pwede mo sa punit yung ate ko sa mga portable potty.
Yes.
Siguro mga 5,000 lang sir. So what comes to mind? Bonito building. Bonito kasi yun. Ito yung kanda. Pero, ano yun?
Hindi ba sa eskwela abri dito yung mama?
Hindi, grandmother.
Grandmother?
Oh. And it's been existing there for 40 years.
40 years, that's why. Cosa louder klima ko?
Ha?
Yung mga klima ko, na ustedes con proteses eh?
Ano yun?
Na ito din. So,
Pero I heard they were trying to ask help from them. No, kasi, I don't know what they told her, but she had no power at all.
no problem.
Or influence. So to me, every project by the government, until they change the procedures, it comes to mind 10% or 30%. Ichinahinta ba? Hindi ka na sa 10% lang, 30 kasi. Now, what year did that start? Sabi ko,
El cosa no.
kasi
Mga projects.
project na sa mga
Hindi sa mga proyekto, kamino, barangay.
kickback. Cuando se sucede, yung kickback. Nobody ever found out. ¿Quién fue que
El otro si tabla, SOP daw.
Por eso, pero I asked former councilors, kamu, councilor sa kato kickback? Hindi. After 1994, at principle siya. So, are you going to just keep it the same? But it has to be changed. I think the change should be individual. Si todo mga gente quiere kickback, okay lang. Punta sila po na simula. So things have to be just to change. But it starts with us, the people.
So, less than 4, habla tú, less than 4. Tiene pa mga 3 barcos hanggang 3 mas.
Sabi na siya. Mga kidnapping. Kasi siya naman kidnapping kasi matasa sila.
Oh.
Active pursuit.
The pursuit.
Pero kasi active pursuit, tumata sa apa ko na kayo. Why man? Kung na newspaper, active pursuit. Hindi na pirmi, ongoing pursuit. Kasi sila kasi, pero lang ko naman, o kwanto ba milyon ka mo quiere?
Si Vivo pa Señor Cesar, dito papa, kamira to, cosa se pasa.
Sabi ko kay, depende na Malacanang ko nun.
So,
Kaya kung di bole,
yeah.
ang army, dara sa Zamboanga, pati si Marcos, so he could not do anything. But maybe Noy, at least he has the heart to clean up the government. Ito yung contributor with sent para kung corona, di dala na pag-isunan.
Pero pala ni $10 million.
Quanto million ba kayo? 30 million?
$30 million.
Just annual lang nila na pwesto?
Bueno.
30 million? Quanto ka peso?
Ito kwanto anyo na Amerika doon?
1967 hasta, I would say last year.
Until last year.
Yeah.
67. So, more or less, more
40
40.
some years.
So, you're back for good.
See,
Akyatuman Nesteo. That's why you're retiring and planning to serve.
so retired pa yun at 2008, but every year ka binigyan na.
Okay. Arap, ano yun?
Last year, binigyan 5 months, Arap.
Very good, yeah. Propiedad de tienes. Ano yun?
Kami gusto lang, di ba?
May mga otro? May otro?
Pero, may sir kami.
Si Censo less than 4, kunbeng dito prima.
No quería hablar conmigo.
And honest, goodness, ano,
You want a jaded opinion?
Ito. Na-notice yun, na this big one.
Doing a good job?
Yeah.
10.
10. Why? Aside from doing good job, what about
Because her job is mostly legislative.
Yeah. So you give her 10.
Yeah, when she's fighting mostly in Congress. It's reason say 4, at least she also is fighting for Zamboanga in Congress. This pact that they want to do with the MILF. In a way, I would say I'm really against splitting of the Philippines into different regions. But if they're going to give the regions to here and there and these barangays with this entity, maybe I'll just join the group.
Kaya dahil ito kumbeng, di siya trabaho ng Congress. Si LB Fabian, ng Congress.
LB Fabian, I really don't know too much about him.
But based on his performance, evaluation of yours.
Golpe-golpe, Zamboanga.
I don't know.
It's a good tenakel. Kaya siguro golpe-golpe kaya pinaka-champion.
Oh.
See, I don't really go to district 2 that much. So, evaluation about him, I really don't have much knowledge. But again, maybe we have to come to how to evaluate somebody, different criteria, 1 to 10,
Yeah.
peace and order,
It's in order.
cleanliness, electricity, or what you say, energy, so part of the energies beyond the